Hi everyone, it's James here from the Anvil, and today I'm out and about. I'm here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and I found a place here called Westham Island. Now, this being a West Ham channel and me being a West Ham supporter, I can't not check this place out. I wanted to check it out back in January, but the weather was a little colder and it was a lot more wet back then, with all the rain and what have you. Now we're going to go and visit this place and see what it's all about. I don't even know what's there, but we shall see. It's all part of the adventure. So come along and join me. Let's roll the titles and let's get off. Now, I did say earlier that I didn't go back in January because it was like lashing it down and that, but this is Vancouver in the winter. It's more or less, I'd say, like Britain is in the winter, where it just lashes it down with rain all the time, and it's quite cold actually. It's about 3 degrees right now, but this is typically the winter here. But at the same time, I prefer this over -40 and a hell of a lot of snow. Just so you know, if you keep going on this highway, and as you can see from there, you'll end up in Seattle, which is around a 5-hour drive away, and the US border is about an hour away from Richmond. So you're very close to the United States, and you could drive over any time and back. It's really that easy. But we're not off to the US, we're off to Delta to try and find Westham Island. We're here at Westham Island, folks. We finally made it. Going across this bridge, and we're pretty much over there. So from what I can tell, this is like a nature reserve. It's also got a couple of wineries around here, and it's, I'm not going to say it's rural, but it's very, I say semi-rural in a way. Because you have, if I turn the camera around, you have the water here, you have a few houses with some docks over there, and it's still within Delta, but it's more or less on the outskirts of Delta. We're approaching the island right now and see what we can find there. Having driven here for quite some time now, we've come to kind of an end of the road, and we're here at a bird sanctuary which is protected by Environment Canada. Zoom out a little bit, you just go down there, you head to the bird sanctuary. I think we're like right in the centre of Westham Island right now, because that's where the map's taken us. So gonna go back and see what else there is. It's also a big farming area. A lot of BC grown produce comes from these fields as well, so it's very sustainable, and that's another reason why I think Environment Canada's got a say in this place, just because it's important to the local community, important to the province of British Columbia, and it's also home to a lot of bird species. I had initially come here thinking that Westham Island would be a lot more bustling. It might just be because of the time of year, I'm not so sure, but am I glad that I came here? I guess in a way, I've ticked off that I've come to a place that's called Westham, and it's not actually named after Westham United Claret and Blue. It's named after a gentleman who came here from Westham, Sussex. I wonder if he was GSB out and all that stuff. I don't know. You'd have to ask him. He's probably brown bread. But either way, Westham Island's just a huge nature reserve, and it seems that there's wine tasting places as well. They're not open because it's not warm enough. There are a few shops about, a few houses here, and a farm, which we're going to try and go into right now and see if this is open. But overall, it's not a lot going on. So we've come to a place called Emily Farms. You can see it just behind me here. Everything here is grown pretty locally, and it's more or less a family-run business. They have ice cream, they grow their own fruit and vegetables, and they make their own confectionery. So it's a pretty nice place, actually, and again, it's good to support your local businesses. So back out on the motorway right now. If you keep heading towards the place called, if I zoom in a bit further, Tsawwassen, that's going to take you to a ferry terminal, and from there you can go over to Vancouver Island. We're not heading to Vancouver Island though, we're actually heading, like I say, towards White Rock, It's a little bit more congested on the motorway right now. Rain's coming down once again, but not too far away now. We're around 20 minutes away from where we need to be. You join us around 10 minutes later. Look at this. This rain is just, it's ridiculous really. Just how fast this is coming down. Certainly doesn't make driving in this easy. We're actually around 5 kilometers away from the USA border right now. If I keep going here, keep going straight, I'll head down to Peace Arch and then straight down through Washington State. But we're heading instead, again, White Rock. So we're going to turn right here and we'll get into White Rock Center. So we made it into White Rock, just pulled up, see what's about the town. Not a lot going on right now, but see behind me, there are quite a few colourful houses down there. Over there's the beach behind the wall. And go and show you a shot of the water right now. We're now just approaching the pier. This is Canada's longest pier here in White Rock. So I'm gonna walk along it and I'll show you some of the sights. Just a disclaimer, it's mainly water. So, here it is, White Rock Pier. Do get some good scenery though. Some mountainous terrain over there. Over in the distance there you can see a few more islands. Behind me here, this is the strip that I just walked down to get here. I tell you what though, it is freezing. Not sure if it's because I'm by the water, but I do regret not bringing a coat today. When I left my house this morning, it was it was actually all right. I didn't think it was going to rain, but then it started lashing it down for periods at a time. Lesson learned, I guess. So back in the car now, just heading off out. This is quite a colourful part of the town. A lot more shots down here, and back up there. Over here, huge train full of crude oil. You find a lot of these actually going through rural BC and through into Alberta. It's just around 40 to 50 cartloads of crude oil going through, ready to go to a distillery. And also, we've been to Marble Slab Creamery, which is a well-known ice cream parlour. So we're just leaving White Rock right now, and I'm just going to sum up my thoughts on the whole day. Would have liked to have done a bit more at Westham Island, but then again, that's not made me too good. I've just gone to say that I've been. And White Rock, again, should have come in the summer. I bet when I come back in a few months' time, it's going to be absolutely packed and there'll be a lot more to video or even do there in general. But yeah, it's still very nice. Hopefully it gives you an insight into my life away from the anvil. Because I don't just sit at home all day on my computer filming videos, locked up in a basement like I got no life with RSI all the time. I actually do have a life and I do go out to places. So, yeah, I ain't like that. But thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. Take care, everybody, and I will see you all soon.